that's coming in with a couple of problems. Today we're going to be managing blackheads on the nose and some milias. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the milias. I know that a lot of our viewers have asked about that, and so basically the way I manage milias is that I do use the 27.5 gauge needle, bevel up, and about a 45-degree angle, and I go on the base and I just make a small little incision, if you could see it. And the trick to using your Q-tips is really stretching that skin. You want to stretch that skin, and there it is. And I'm going to go back and double check that pore. Now, milia in Greek means little seed, and you could see it's a very hard little seed, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and go back in here, and you can see it's empty. And it's very superficial. As you can see, there is no deep pore. It's just very much superficial. I'm going to go back and just double check. Yep, it's nice and clean, okay? Again, at the base, stretch the skin, and there we go. There it is. Okay, there's the little seed right there. And double check. I've also been asked how many Q-tips do I go through? Probably about half a bag. And so usually it's about 50 Q-tips maybe, depending on how much areas I'm working. And you can see there's a little bit right there. I'm going to go back and get that. Go ahead and just kind of use the little Q-tip to make sure. And it's just the skin. Okay. All right, so then there's some here, smaller ones around the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and work with those. Again, stretch the skin. We go at the base. Make a little incision. And there it is, okay? The trick is really stretching that skin. The other thing is I really recommend wood sticks. Cotton tip applicators, not the regular store-bought, because they tend to bend and you don't have that fortified strength that you need, I guess, to get that to hold in place so you don't slip. And there it is again. Okay. There we go. It's a little blackhead here. Go ahead and remove that. And go right here. Very small one there. Okay, there's another little blackhead there. Go. About 45-degree angle. Now this one's not Amelia. And I'm going to go at the base, okay? And I'm going to turn. And here we go. Put that pressure on the base and then turn it. There we go. Want to make sure we empty everything out. Again, stretch, angle. I do want to give a shout out to one of my colleagues, Josefa Reina. Thank you so much for your amazing video that you did the other day and mentioned me on it. And you're doing such a great job. Keep up the great work with the Q-tips. You're doing fabulous. And thank you for recognizing my work. But like I've always said that you're just the queen when it comes to doing extractions, and so I'm learning so much from you also. Okay, so here's some blackheads here, and I'm gonna go ahead. I already probed them, and so I'm just gonna make sure that it's nice and deep enough so this comes out. So he's gonna have some good blackheads here for us to really see. And he's got some filament here. So blackheads, filament, and another blackhead. Okay. So let me switch out on the Q-tips. Okay, I'm going to turn his face just a little bit here so everybody could see it. And here we go. Okay, and here we go. Really at the base. There we go. Secret, again, it's really stretching that pore and getting right there underneath on that base. I'm gonna go ahead and clean out really good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and, again, just to make sure, I know there's more stuff in there, I'm just gonna probe it a little bit more. There it is. Okay, here we go. Okay. Really want to make sure that I empty out that pore. So I'm going to go again at the base. Kind of a tricky little corner there. How are you holding up?
Good.
Awesome. Okay, I'm just kind of feeling that area there just to make sure. And yeah, everything is out. Okay, so now I'm going to work with this blackhead here and some filament on this side. Okay, stretch that skin and make a small little incision there. I'll start with a filament. On the sides here. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and go for this blackhead here. It's a tricky little corner. But again, I'm going to stretch that skin really good. And I'm going to go right at the base. And as you can see, it's starting to come out right at that base. And I know you probably can't see because my fingers are maybe in the way, but And there we go. Okay. Now I want to make sure that it's nice and empty. So I'll double check. Kind of always feel around that area to make sure. And it is. Okay. So we got, so far this is clean. Now I do want to go on the upper lip for him now. He's got a lot of blackheads here and you could see them. And this may be a little bit uncomfortable, okay? So I'll walk you through it. All right, does that sound okay? All right. So what I want to do is go ahead and make sure we stretch the skin. And if you look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far up on the upper lip. So this one's pretty much ready to come out. Okay. And it's got a little hair in there. Probing this one again. Okay. All right, I'm going to stretch the skin and I'm going to work at pushing all of that out, okay? There is a hair there, I see it. I'll go back and get that. That's this one. So I'm being a little bit more gentler because this area is very, very, very sensitive. Okay, and we're going to stretch that skin out again. I do want to make sure that's clean because if not, it's going to fill up again. So I'm going to go back and put a little bit more pressure. Okay. Okay. Turn him just a little bit this way. There's another one here. And stretch. Stretch. Okay, I'm going to start cleaning up this area and finishing up. Definitely you'll get a second part to this because I still have to work on this side. So far we've cleaned this area and it's doing really good. So thank you so much for joining us and for watching our videos. We truly appreciate your comments, your support. Please look us up on Facebook and Instagram. Again, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and we look forward to seeing you soon.